into the further topics like characteristics of particles of matter. What is the next topic, children? Characteristics of particles of matter. In that, first characteristic is nothing but particles of matter have space between them. What is the first property, children? First characteristic: particles of matter have space dissolving, taking 250 ml beaker. In that, add 100 ml of water in it. Take few amount of salt and dissolve it with the help of glass rod. Dissolve it with the help of glass rod. What we'll observe? We'll observe that salt or sugar completely dissolve in water. Where does these particles go? They occupy the spaces or voids between the water molecules. Yes or no? So this I have shown you the activity before only to show the particles of matter, like physical nature of matter. Matter is made up of particles. The same activity can be applicable to this characteristic. That is, particles of matter have spaces between them. Okay, so these spaces are used to dissolve the solute particles in it. Yes, what is the first characteristic, children? Very, very important. Particles of matter have spaces between them. The space is nothing but what we call the space here. What is the word we used here? The space is nothing but void. Okay, we need to use chemistry terminology. It's good for you for the higher classes. Okay, understood? Understood. Particles of matter has what? So what is the activity? What is the evidence we have given? Salt dissolving in water or sugar dissolving in water. Why we are using glass rod, children? Why we are using the glass rod? To dissolve the sample. Why? Because here to create some kinetic energy. The particles itself consist of kinetic energy, children. The water particles itself consist of kinetic energy. Okay, when we are using the glass rod, we are increasing the kinetic energy so that the dissolving of solute is easier. Within less time, it can easily dissolve the solute. Understood? So here the continuous stirring or to give the uniform dissolving capability of the solvent. Uniformly, homogeneously dissolving capability of the solute in solvent by using glass rod. Okay, this is the main reason. So you have observed in the activity also. Okay, that man added camphor in one sample and stirred with the spoon, and he has taken 40 ml to the next beaker, and again immediately after adding he used the spoon to dissolve it. Why? Because if we generate the kinetic energy, already it is having its own kinetic energy, but when we have given more kinetic energy, external kinetic energy by using this glass rod, so that they can dissolve uniformly in that entire beaker. Uniformity we can observe. Understood? That's why. And if your mother wants to cook something in the kitchen, what she'll do? She'll continuously stir it, so that the mixture, whatever you are adding in it, so that they easily dissolve it uniformly. You'll feel that all these things are very minute, but when you go for the competitive exams or any other exams, these things will help you a lot. Okay, and you should know the apparatus, meanings of the apparatus also. Okay, second one, particles of matter are continuously moving. The second characteristic is nothing but particles of matter are continuously moving. So if we see the particles of matter continuously moving, before that we should know what is diffusion of matter. What is diffusion of matter? So the diffusion of matter is nothing but that in the intermixing of particles of diffusion of matter, the intermixing of particles of two or more different substances on their own is called diffusion. What is diffusion, children? the intermixing of particles of two or more different substances on their own is called diffusion. Simply, we can say the different gases are present in the atmosphere. Okay, we are allowing them to diffuse, or we are allowing them to intermix with each other. No, they are doing by their own. This is nothing but diffusion. This is nothing but diffusion. Okay, so by this diffusion we can simply say that the particles of matter are continuously moving.